If you're looking for movies or TV shows featuring French unfaithful wife movies, you just click on the right video. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on discovering great movies and TV shows again. Number 1. The Scent of Mandarin, 2015.
Je suis infirmière. Ma fille, Louise.
Le père est au fond.
Il y était, il y est resté.
Merci, mademoiselle.
It's the summer of 1918, and World War I has been going on for 4 years. For Charles, Olivier Gourmet, the war is over, but he now faces a personal battle after losing a leg. Returning to his family estate, Charles hires Angèle, Georgia Scaliette, as his nurse. Angèle, too, was a victim of the war, which claimed the life of her husband, and now she cares for her daughter alone. At first, their relationship is harmonious and professional, but gradually a strong bond develops between them, leading to an unexpected love story. Number 2. A Taste of Ink, 2016.
Bonjour.
Why we afraid of
T'as parlé de ma mère.
ouais.
Vous étiez proches?
Vicente, Kevin Azais, is barely a third of his life old, but half his body is tattooed, and he has already formed a punk-inspired post-hardcore band. After his mother's death, the young man divides his time between working at his father's fish shop and trying to start a new life with a younger woman. The charismatic singer of a hard rock band, 24-year-old Vincent, has half his body tattooed. With his angelic face and piercing gaze, the world is his. However, the arrival of a new woman in his father's life raises tensions. Vincent no longer intends to suppress his anger or his feelings. Number 3. With the Wind, 2018.
C'est le capitalisme qui a tout détruit. Notre rapport aux animaux, à la nature. Donc nous, on fait autrement.
A farm in the Jura Mountains, far away from the nearest village. This is where Pauline and Alex's dream of a self-sufficient life in harmony with nature has come true. Their love, ideals, and work unite them. Now the couple wishes to become totally independent by producing their own power. The pragmatic and easygoing engineer Samuel visits them to oversee the construction of a wind turbine. Pauline feels immediately attracted to him and suddenly realizes how limited her life has been. Her feelings for Samuel are as intense as a storm, throwing her into confusion about her love life and view of the world. Number 4. The Audition, 2019.
Danke.
Anna Bronsky is a violin teacher at the conservatoire. Against the advice of her colleagues, she imposes the admission of a pupil in whom she sees a great talent. With a lot of involvement, she prepares Alexander for the end-of-year exam and neglects her young son, who is also a violinist and ice hockey fan. She moves away more and more from her husband so fond of him, the French luthier Philippe Bronsky. At the approach of audition, Anna pushes Alexander towards performances more and more exceptional. The decisive day, an accident occurs, heavy consequence. Number 5. Curiosa, 2019.
Tu n'as pas idée.
Sachez qu'il m'importe d'être photographié dans des poses que la morale réprouve.
Pierre Lou, Niels Schneider, is a Parisian poet who decides to flee to Algeria after learning that his true love, Marie de Régnier, Noémie Merlan, is marrying his best friend, Henri de Régnier, in pursuit of a better social status. There he meets Zohar, Camelia Jordana, who shares his passionate passion for photography. Upon returning to Paris with Zohar, he reunites with Marie, who confesses her continued love for him. They begin a love affair against the backdrop of Parisian photography, in a cat-and-mouse game with the people involved in their lives, breaking the rules established by society. Number 6. The Devil Inside, 2020. Follows Catherine Borowiak, Zabu Brightman, in her early 50s, is the director of a parole agency. In charge of the case of Hugo Valeris, Maxence Fauvel, A 25-year-old recently released from prison, she allows a dangerous relationship to develop between them. Little by little, she becomes aware of the danger her devastating passion for this manipulative and dangerous young man represents for her family and her marriage. From then on, Catherine will take every risk to protect her home, her husband, and her son from the threat she herself has brought into their lives. Number 7, Wild Seas, 2022.
Maxence, notre nouvel apprenti.
Salut.
Tiens le coup!
Ouais, ça va très bien.
A woman works alongside her fisherman husband on an island off France's Atlantic coast, but their happy existence is thrown into question by the arrival of a trainee. Chiara lives on an Atlantic island where her husband Antoine grew up. They are a happy and loving couple. She has been taught Antoine's hard fishing job and has been working with him for 20 years. The arrival of Maxence, a young apprentice, is going to rock their balance and alter Chiara's beliefs. Soon her and Maxence begin a passionate romance, but their age gap, Maxence is far younger than Chiara, arises the rumors and hostility of their neighbors. Number 8, Mother Valley, 2023.
C'est la première fois que je viens au Liban. Quel beau pays.
منذ شهر أيار بدأت المعارك في المدن اللبنانية الكبرى.
In 1958, as revolution rages in Beirut, 3 sisters spend their vacation in a remote village in the Lebanese mountains, the rebellious Nada, the romantic Ava, and the eldest Layla, a kind woman loved by everyone. However, war threatens, and the sudden arrival of 2 French summer tourists leads Layla to rebel against patriarchal society. Layla, a young mother and exemplary wife, spends the summer in the remote mountains of Lebanon. One day, she accidentally meets a Frenchman who opens her eyes to her condition as a woman living in a patriarchal society. Number 9, Last Summer, 2023.
Théo va venir vivre chez nous. Ça fait un bout de temps que Pierre rêve de se rapprocher de son fils, c'est l'occasion.
Anne is a lawyer specializing in child law. She lives a comfortable middle-class life with her husband Pierre and their 2 adopted daughters. One day, Pierre's 17-year-old son from a previous marriage moves in with them. He's a rebel. Anne wants to understand his behavior, and in the process, the 2 grow closer. They quietly lean toward each other, magnetically drawn together, then together, with the passionate feeling of first-time lovers. A heart-pounding affair ensues, until Theo reveals the secret during a trip with Theo's father. Anne slams his back and denies everything. Number 10, Out of Control, 2024.
Tu devineras jamais qui m'a passé une commande hier.
Merci Anaël.
Anaël. Elle revient s'installer à Vannes, figure-toi.
Quoi?
Number 10, Out of Control, 2024. The story of Julian and Marie's marriage. After 15 years together, a crisis tests their relationship when Julian's most passionate love from his youth resurfaces and returns to town. Feeling insecure and panicked, Marie loses her cool and becomes consumed by jealousy, finding strange solace in a romance with her work manager, Thomas. Soon after, Marie begins a brief but intense romance with her boss. However, Thomas's true colors are revealed, revealing a manipulative and dangerous man who begins to threaten and pressure Marie and her family. However, to put an end to Thomas's threats and abusive behavior, Marie and Julien must make difficult and risky decisions.